Hi, I'm Dr. Carl Stevens, and I'm the one who's developed these two courses for Sierra Nevada College, the Lifelong Learning course and the Capstone course. And I just wanted to give a little perspective on my thought process in developing these courses. My thoughts regarding general studies is that as a student graduates with a general studies degree, perhaps one of the more difficult questions that will be asked is, what did you learn in college? And my hope is that with these two courses, that the deliverables that the students produce for these two courses with a lifelong learning plan and a capstone portfolio, that it will help them to, in a tangible way, demonstrate what they've learned and describe in a meaningful way their higher education experience, and how that adds value to them as a potential employee or as a graduate school applicant or something like that. And so my thoughts were that by the time a student is a senior in college, certainly they don't necessarily need the professor to feed them the information within a curriculum, but through an andragogical perspective of self-directed learning, that these students can go out and find their own learning resources that are meaningful to them and apply them in a meaningful way and help that to support their learning experience. So that's my approach to this, is that the curriculum is presented in an andragogical perspective. The student in large measure is in charge of her own learning, and there's no textbook for these two courses. The students are required to go out and find their own learning resources that fit their interest, but that still represent a high level of scholarly work. My view is that the instructor's role is one of support, mentoring, monitoring, and assessing. Sometimes students have a bit of tunnel vision and need the instructor to help broaden that perspective, or conversely, they might be trying to include too much in a particular concept and need to be brought back to a point of focus. And so I see that as the instructor's role. In terms of the writing assignments, my hope here is that as students, if students are looking to go on to graduate school, that these writing assignments will give them some idea of what type of writing, scholarly writing, will be expected of them and in the graduate level. Therefore, APA style is required, and scholarly resources are required, and critical thought, and ascribing meaning, and making connections as to why it matters to them, and why it maybe should matter to someone else. And so those are sort of my thoughts as I develop these two courses. I'm really happy to have been able to do so, and I hope that their simplicity, yet their depth, are helpful to the students and also to the instructor who's assigned to teach it. So best wishes and good luck.